moving on to the OEHR update. Mr. Dante James.
Hello.
Hello.
Everybody doing?
Good, excellent.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
It's cold.
It's okay, it was -9 in Denver this morning, so I just wanted to give you a quick couple of things. One, on the budget, our budget has been submitted, and the budget for the Human Rights Commission was left, at least in my mind anyway, the same as it was submitted last year, so I don't expect any changes. The budget that was submitted essentially was, the mayor was calling a stabilization budget. There were no cuts. So the budget that went in was essentially the same budget as last year, and we are, though, however, asking for an additional position. And so we're also rearranging some funds, which we have to get permission to do, to address concerns about or additional expectations for translation services and sign language interpretation services. So the expectation is that certainly the Commission on Disability, but also hopefully Human Rights Commission and other entities around the city will begin to be able to outreach more to those communities that either don't speak English as a first language or need sign language interpretation, and or gain members on their committees or commissions for that same regard. And so the office is going to buy 2 pieces of equipment that only has at this point, that is translation ability with headphones and then microphones, etc., so that we can then loan it out to other bureaus as well. And then the other piece was the request for an additional staff person in the office that would be program assistant, or assistant program assistant, I forget what exactly it was, but someone that can come in and be a support to cross programs, so they can free up some of the time of our program staff who are just swamped, but also doing things like ordering food and taking notes and other things that we can hopefully allow them more programmatic, strategic time and allow the assistant to assist in some of those more administrative tasks. So that's the budget. And then the second piece on the position for Human Rights Commission staffing, half-time staff for that. We received, they closed it yesterday because of some glitch in the system, and it was an extra day that it was open. Long and short, we received 278 applications for the position. And so HR is currently vetting those just to determine minimum qualifications. And then we will receive those, and we're going to take a couple of our staff, we're going to go through those and vet those down to 20 or 25. And what we would like to do is have what we did last time, we called speed interviews. And so everybody comes in and gets about 15 minutes worth of time. If that, I think last year we did 10 minutes. I don't remember what it was. 15? Was it 15? That's how we got Jeff. That's how we got Jeff. So we probably need to do a much more in-depth kind of process. But we'll do speed interviews and then whittle that down to probably 5 or 6 at the most, where there'll be a panel that we will then interview those in person for a much longer period of time. Whittle those down to probably 2 that will interview with me, because I'm not going to be in that. I'd rather let everybody else be involved in that. Give me the best candidates, and I'll be in. So that's how we're looking at doing the process. And so expectation is that somebody will be a part of at least 5 to 6 piece, and we're looking at maybe having, seeing if there's interest in having any of you, one of you, be on speed interviews. Although I know there are members of the commission who apply for the job, so I don't know how awkward that might be. So I'm thinking that through, or you could help me out thinking. So that was thought on the process. That's really all I had to share with you, I think. Questions?
I'm really glad to hear about the translation interpretation.
That's what it is ad for the recuse myself. I applied for the position, so I'm just putting on the record that I'll remove myself from the process.
And just to be transparent with the public, we have been notified that 3 commissioners are in fact interested and have applied for the position. They include Ashley Horn, Alan Mazzo, and now Sam Sachs. So we just want the public to know, be very transparent about that process. Thank you.
If you're looking for any other people to help, with part of the first process, if I have a temporary student, if you need anyone, like, go forth and assist in any of the process part that you mentioned.
At the very beginning?
I'm sorry, in terms of the interview part?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you're to blame for me too, so.
This is true.
You try.
Only once, plan on me, only twice.
You're to blame too.